Oh, okay, I feel like crap video. Yeah, the weather's kind of crap. So, maybe there's a connection. The skies wish to storm, and they've stormed inside of me, creating all kinds of. I don't, I don't feel right. Anyway, um, yeah. So, yeah, that's the video. Okay. Yeah, I don't like being here, especially right now. Barf. Excuse me. Um. Anyway, what was I? Yeah, yeah. Arguing on the internet. Ugh, just so distasteful. It's just so, I mean, quite obviously, all these other people are just having academic arguments. It's like they're just arguing what color the new model of the Zorro car should be. Oh, I think it should be red and black, and no, I think it should be blue and green. And it's just that kind of, it's all academic to them. It's all some sort of, you know, not terribly important. Because they have just no connection to the victims. They have no connection to the suffering of anything besides themselves. The only thing that tells them whether something's good or bad is how they react. There's nothing. I don't understand it. I mean, I can't understand it. It's impossible for me to understand how they've gone through their life and not realized, said something like, holy shit, I'm glad I'm not that poor guy. I mean, that's never happened to them. They've never said, boy, I'm glad I wasn't on that plane. They've never had a reaction like this. They don't understand what it is to have something really horrible happen. They've never seen a nature film and said, they just find it entertaining, to watch the animal get run down and have the shit kicked out of it and have it suffocated and then eaten alive sometimes. That's all. Yeah, so it's not me. Yeah, I'm not. It's not happening to me. It doesn't feel. It's made out of cardboard. Look, it's on a flat TV screen. It can't possibly be real. It's a flat TV screen. I mean, I just can't have this conversation. I can't converse with people who can do this. Who can do this. It's the wrong color, human. Yeah, it doesn't suffer. It's the wrong color. Yeah, white people suffer. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck are these things? These creatures that I'm arguing with? What the fuck are they? But I mean, yeah, they're just desperate is what they are. They've got to defend life because life is lifey, as some of them say. Life is life. Yeah, okay. So, aren't we trying to describe what it is? It's a manifestation of DNA replication over 4 billion years. And the standard for success was crudely simple. The contest is, whoever eats the most first. It's really it's a pie eating contest. That's what it is. It's a pie eating contest. There's no merit here. And so we're built to be something. We're not even living a natural life anymore. We're completely, in all civilized countries, there's great protest against nature. We create ourselves bubbles to drive around in. We shield ourselves from the elements and from the, there's no predator that's going to come running out of this woods to bite me. No mountain lions, hopefully. Maybe a bear, but that was a bad idea that some nutter had to reintroduce them. But there's no huge threat because we don't like threats. We don't like nature in its raw form. We manicure it. We cut paths through it. This is. So let's, come on, people. I have to explain this to you. And so that's the question. What is this thing? It's just a mechanical process. A game being played by billions of sentient organisms per second, who are being unceremoniously, harshly treated because they're a pawn in the development of the best pie eater. I mean, Yeah, I mean, that should give you a little pause at least. You should at least sit back or stand back or, make a face of pause and say, damn, that is problematic. I should come up with something for that because that's problematic. I mean, you can't just put your seal of endorsement on that. You can't just go, life is life. No, you have to actually say something like, wow, life is a little bit screwed up. Life is a little messy. Life is a little inefficient. Yeah, might not be a great idea. Creeps. The creeps. Yeah. No, I've been pretty good lately. So this is sort of irritating. It's such a bad day. But whatever. That's part of my life. Yeah, it gives me a taste of what it is to be in pain. And that little taste of it, yeah, says to me, whew, don't be selling that. Don't be promoting that. Don't be building more of that. Don't be creating that. And, regular people just don't got that taste. And that's unfortunate. They have too long a period, between the smackdowns. And so they lose respect for what's really going on in the world every day. The harshness, Anyway, but that's not all of it. Like I said, they do just eat it. They eat it. They see it, and they just eat it. Like, okay, something's in pain. Well, nothing I can do about it. Some kind of crap like that. Like, whatever. I don't care. That's pretty much what they do. I don't care. That's all you can really say about it. It doesn't disrupt their functionality. It doesn't put the fear of nature in them. I don't know how it doesn't, but it doesn't. They see the other things have pianos fall on them, and they just keep walking like pianos aren't going to fall anymore. That piano is only meant for them. That pianos only fall on them, but they don't fall on me. I don't even like talking about falling things when I'm in Tree Alley. But anyway, on a semi-windy day. So, what else can I say? Shit, I can say that. Shit. I should run a little, maybe that'll help. Or maybe it'll hurt. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that. So maybe it's more later, maybe not. Probably too windy. Probably be raining in 10 minutes. Probably something. So whatever. Yeah, till next time. Alright, I'm back. A little better now. Didn't rain on me, which is really cool. It's even getting sunny now. Damn, missed the sun. Anyway. Yeah, why do people do it? Alright, I mean, there's not that much to this thing. I guess these are really the elements that have to go over. First, there's just desire to have kids. Okay, so we got to weigh that one. How big a part of that is the problem? Then it's this, I mean, that's sort of made out of ingredients, though, right? There's a personal ego thing, probably. There's probably the personal, like, I want to raise a family. People like kids generally, so yeah, maybe they want to do that. I don't know though. I was just reading about Bing Crosby's kids, and man, he was just a mean motherfucker. I was like, what the fuck do you have kids for, you stupid cunt? He knew they were going to all be losers when they were pretty young. He's basically like, a bunch of lazy jackasses. He knew they'd be failures, and they all turned out to be failures. I mean, none of them. Yeah, they're all alcoholics and wife problems and all kinds of shit. But anyway, that's beside the point. Sort of besides the point, I think. But yeah, why do people even do it? Why do they even get married? Because some of these people are just so You know, they have no want or desire to hang out with their wives. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it's just so much that's very confusing for me. Anyway, all right. Well, I really want to get to these elements, though. All right, now there's some sort of, I don't know, grand scheme of things element, maybe. But that's a pretty weak one, I think. But obviously, in some countries, it's just the cultural thing, the God thing. Everybody else is doing it. You're not a proper Muslim, unless you just keep popping them out. It's against the law not to have babies, basically, because it's against the law to use contraception. So I mean, yeah, some of that's really harsh, not just because it's ignorant, but I mean, obviously there's probably people in those countries, women, who don't want to be a baby machine, who don't want to have a life of taking care of these kids, but they're stuck with it. They aren't even given a choice. So it's not even an act of will. It's an act of law and cultural retardation. So I mean, obviously we should argue, at least at minimum, people should have kids really on purpose. I mean, not just because the culture demands it. So what else? What else is there? I mean, yeah, so there's that element of God says so. I don't know how many babies that accounts for a year, but it could be a lot if you really add it up. If you add up all them Muslim countries and countries where access to birth control is limited for religious reasons, it could be a lot. What else is there? Let's see. Ego, desire. I want a little me running around. There's that. There's I like to have kids because I like to play with them or something. Ew. Yeah, they have their moments, but it's just moments. Ew. I mean, I don't hate kids. It's just that, I mean, I wouldn't want to be responsible for one. Well, I guess that's another one of the ingredients, is that they just don't even see it as this huge obligation and responsibility. So it's not that they don't. It's not even that they want to have kids. They don't think of it as being a burden. Yeah, somehow they haven't, because society will take care of it or something will take care of it. I guess they think it's just going to raise itself in a way, that it's not going to be a big, giant, hard problem to solve. Deciding when and how much, and should you let them do that, and should you let them learn the hard way, or I don't, lots of, and they just don't take that stuff very seriously. They just say, oh yeah, the kid comes out good, fine. It comes out shitty, fine. I don't care. Maybe that's their attitude. But sure would scare me. Sure did scare me. I mean, I thought about it very early on. I said, man, I don't want to be responsible for that. Everything it feels is my responsibility. Everything that happens to it is my responsibility. Eek. No, sir, thank you. I'll pass on that. So anyway, I don't know if this is related to the first video, which was basically me just having the creeps, which I still have, but it's just not as bad. Flowers. Hey, sorry, they're not that good, so I'm not going to bother dragging you over there to see them. Gee, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, sorry about the wind. The wind will probably fuck this video. Well, mess it up, make it inoperable as a video. Instead, it'll be something else. I don't know why I'm doing. Oh yeah, the wind. That's why I'm doing that. It is awkward holding the camera with the wrong hand, the wrong angle. This would be much better, but it's windy over there. Well, don't worry about it. Yeah. So I mean that requires some analysis. I mean, why do people keep voting with their uteruses? For continued existence of human beings. When you know that most of the people you met, you're like, nah, I don't think I would have bothered making that guy. Yeah, I think they should have taken a pass on that one. Yeah, and that old bat. Yeah, I wouldn't even curse Mars with that one. I mean, so it all just seems so incredibly dishonest to me to be saying that you see nothing but great idea, great idea. I mean, I haven't thought that way about life since I was like 5 years old. I mean, you only say things like that. You only think that way when you don't understand anything about the context of life. So I guess that's part of this whole thing. Is how many people who have more than 3 kids have a complete, let's say, I don't know, what's the right kind of definition here? Yeah, I was going to say complete understanding of evolution, but, nobody apparently does that. But complete in the sense of understanding it's a 4 billion year process, and, animals eking out survival based on sort of whoever's the most insidious blueprint, and that is the truth. Gang warfare for 4 billion years. Yeah, I mean, I would estimate the number's probably pretty low. And most of the people having kids aren't really appreciating the mechanism. They aren't appreciating the risk. They aren't thinking about what it would be like to be trapped in some body that's horribly deformed. They're just thinking about what they want and nothing more. And we call the human race conscious. All these people keep arguing with me about these words, and they're talking about being self-aware. I don't know how you can really be called self-aware if you're not aware of the context that your self is in. That's kind of a trivial self-awareness. It's a very one-dimensional self-awareness. Yeah, I don't think there's anything magic in that. If your self-awareness comes with the context of, God and Mohammed and mumbo and jumbo, yeah, you might as well not be self-aware if it's in an idiotic context and such. Yeah. So, maybe I'll call it a day. It's only half started. It's going to be one of those. Today is not going to be one of my favorites. I'm not going to put this on the let's do that day again list. No, I don't think so anyway. I mean, something miraculously good could happen. But I don't see it happening. Don't see it on the horizon. I don't see it hiding in the woods there anywhere. Don't see any sign of it. No footprints of it. So, yeah. All right. I thought there should be something I could add, but I have to think about it. I have to make a list of reasons why people have kids. Yeah, they're all going to start with because they're dumb, stupid, retarded, moronic, and have a inflated ego and an underappreciation of risk. Yeah, all those kind of negative things. Anyway, sunny spot. That's a good little spot to end here. See if there's any wildlife here. Flowers, whatever that stuff's called. I can't remember anything anymore. I used to know the name of all the little green critters. Yeah, not anymore. Lost it all. Time kills all brains. Anyway.